This is Bisonte C45, also known as Progetto C45. I think they changed the name. Anyway, now it is Bisonte, Bisonte, however I have to pronounce it, C45, our brand new upcoming tier 8 Italian premium heavy tank with auto reloading gun system, which introduces new mechanic, which is kind of called reload compensation mechanic. Yes, quite a crazy intro, but this is how I'm able to describe this tank right over here in front of you. Bisonte C45, and in this video I am going to let you know everything you need to know about this upcoming tier 8 premium Italian heavy tank. Where you're able to get it, they didn't tell us. I asked, but they said no comment. My guess, it is going to be this year's loot box vehicle. This is my guess, or maybe they are going to surprise us with amazing advent calendar offer. Like, it's either of those two things. Either loot box or special advent calendar tank, which didn't get leaked in the list I shared you 2 days ago, 3 days ago maybe. So far, leaks, by the way, every single leak has been true, has been from the list I shared with you. Today's offer as well is from that same list, so kudos to our leaks. Good job, the dailybounce.net blog, right? But today, Bisonte C45. This tank also comes with that new reload compensation auto reloading gun system. It is not as complicated as you may think. Me trying to explain it makes it more complicated. Everyone trying to explain it makes it more complicated. If you get your hands on it, it is going to be easily understandable. You understand it easily. But more about that, more about my explanation towards this gun system in a second. Because at first, let's talk about this tank a bit. It looks beautiful, it really does. It is one very beautiful looking tier 8 heavy tank, one of the best looking tier 8 heavy tanks in my opinion, one of the most modern looking tier 8 heavy tanks in my opinion as well. But besides the look, it is interesting for a couple other reasons as well. Now, at first, when they showcased it in one of their videos, in one of their developer diaries episodes, the community started calling it Italian Defender already because of the armoring. And yeah, hull down, this vehicle is quite a tough nut to crack. I'm going to put some 3D models on the background as well. You're going to see that versus this penetration versus 218 millimeters of penetration this tank comes with. The other model looks like that, right? So the hull definitely is not Defender 2.0. Lower plate is complete cheese lower plate. Defender's lower plate is impenetrable for many lower tier vehicles, and many tier 8 struggle versus Defender's lower plate as well actually, but this tank has an actual lower plate what you are able to penetrate quite easily. Only 120, roughly 120 millimeters thick armor, so lower plate is complete cheese. Upper plate is penetrable for many tier 8 plus vehicles as well, but it has a lot of spaced armor all around the vehicle, on the frontal upper plate, on the turret, which is helpful versus heat. According to the Tanks.gg's armor profile, the spaced armor is roughly 20 millimeters thick, so heat rounds, you know, don't like spaced armor too much. Also HE, block some HE, you know, but the roof is completely overmatchable even by this gun, even by 105mm gun, because roof armoring is only 30 millimeters thick, so you need 91+mm caliber to overmatch it, so look out for that, because it actually doesn't have a commander hatch. So armoring definitely is interesting. You have to watch out for this vehicle when it is hull down, unless we discover some very obvious weak spots when we're able to play more with this vehicle, when the updated 3D model comes out and all those things. We'll see. We'll keep you posted, guys. But one thing I can tell you right now is that gun handling definitely is not the bread and butter of this tank, because from close range to not even medium range, let's say only in close range, it is very awesome, because you do not need to aim too much, you do not need to hit the weak spots that precisely, but anything above close range, oh boy, it is going to make you rage more than you are going to hit many shots. But even from close range, I have had the derpiest freaking misses, hitting the edge of the aiming circle. I don't know how this gun does that, but it has a tendency to do that many times. So gun handling, watch out. I am boosting the gun handling to the max as well. In this battle, this by the way was my very first battle, I was not boosting my gun handling to the max. As you can see from my hit points, it comes with 1,400, but I have over 1,500 because I'm using improved hardening, I'm using vertical stabilizer and ventilation, and I am going to switch it up in later battles. I'm going to boost the gun handling to the max. But equipment-wise, it is interesting vehicle. You can use many different equipment units. More about that in a moment. Now, another very good thing about this tank is contempration. Minus 10 degrees of contempration especially activates this very good turret armor, hull down positions with minus 10 degrees of contempration on many maps in this game. You are able to use that to the max, and you are able to use your armoring to the max, which is your turret armor, your upper plate armor. What is not so good is ammo rack. Oh boy, the amount of times I have lost my ammo rack 2 times in a row basically, it's just too many times. There was one battle, Pantera 44 destroyed my ammo rack. Like made it yellow, not completely destroyed it. With one single shot I repaired it, and split second after that Hawk 30 bloody tier 8 light tank was able to destroy my ammo rack again, guys. So ammo rack, watch out for that, even with safe storage on the loader. But now, let's talk about the biggest elephant in this room, which of course is the new reload time compensation mechanic in the auto-reloading gun system. Yes, it is quite a ridiculous way to say that, but it is what it is. Before I am going to let you know how exactly it works, I try to make it as simple as possible because it is actually not very difficult to understand, but hopefully my little clips are going to give you everything you need to know. Before I'm going to tell you anything more, quick message, and I mean it, do not overthink. Do not overthink, do not try to take the maximum out of every single situation. Do not try to maximize your TPM all the time. This is what players did when Projecta 46 introduced the first ever auto-reloading gun system. Players tried to maximize everything, they tried to overthink everything, and they ended up dealing less damage than most of the other players, right? If you have a chance to take the shot, just bloody take the shot. Let's say someone is speaking with a perfect tracking angle, but oh wait, there is 4 seconds left on my reload time. Should I take the shot? Yes, bloody take the shot, because maybe in 1-2 seconds you do not have that opportunity anymore and you simply miss out the damage. You would have been able to reload even a completely empty tank faster than your next chance to deal damage anyway. So just don't overthink too much. So all that said, ladies and gentlemen, just don't overthink. But let me explain you this gun system as good as I understood it and as good as they tried to explain it to me during one of the special sessions with the developers when we had a chance to test out the tier 10 Italian heavy tank. And I'm going to show you a couple clips as well, which hopefully makes it a lot more clear. Me trying to explain it is way more complicated, makes it way more complicated than it actually is. So I just loaded in my first shell, which had 14.8 second reload time. Now let's wait for the window. Indicator popped up right over there. Let's wait for the window, and now window, we took the shot and see reload time for the first shell, which at first was 14.8 seconds, was shaved down to 7.4 seconds, which is 50% reduction off from the first shell, which reload has 14.8 second reload timer. Doing that again, once again over here, just before that TVP rudely interrupted us, but exactly the same result. One shell was in, we took another shot, and we got compensated when we did hit the best window. We get 50% compensation, and this is it. This is the compensation system. Super simple in front of you. This is how they explained it to me in the special session as well, when we were able to test out tier 10 Italian heavy tanks. I do not know the exact percentages, but for this vehicle, but for the tier 10 Italian one, the perfect window was 50% reduction. And if you already see the indicator, if the indicator pops up, you do not need you do not need to wait for the very end, for the white indicator. White indicator, by the way, becomes available 2 seconds before the shell is fully reloaded. So if you take the shot 2 seconds before, you still get the maximum bonus, 50%. But when the indicator shows up already, which you're about to see in this clip, when the indicator pops up and I take the shot, pay attention, I am still going to get the bonus, but not as good bonus. 9.2 second reload time for the second shell. And original reload time is 13.1 seconds. With my equipment loadout, with my crew members and full setup. 13.1 seconds, and I still got the bonus. This is what you have to keep in mind. When the indicator shows the bonus kicks in, the best bonus is 2 seconds before you are done reloading. 2 seconds also is indicated by the white indicator, and that is it. This is all you need to know. Me, as I said, me trying to explain it most likely makes it more complicated, but it is not. As soon as you get your hands on this type of gun system, you understand it yourself as well. But now, talking about the full setup of my tank, my crew members, here they are. As you can see, brand new. This is actually brand new crew for this vehicle because we do not have any Italian heavy tanks, and I was waiting with my Mirni 13 crew members to put them into something new, and luckily this is something new where I'm able to put them with Starlight as a commander. I have not invested any training books, any experience into those crew members. They are actually very beastly right from the get-go. Every single crew member right over here came with free skills already available from the event. Those are from Mirni 13 event, and this is from the Twitch Prime package. And Starlight is especially awesome because the first skill which actually calculates as a skill starts from here, so it is getting researched a bit faster, as you can see. And by the way, why do I not have accelerate crew training? Always I forget that. Anyway, a brand new crew. I may invest a couple of crew books into it just to get 4 skills going, we'll see. But definitely going to move them over to Italian Tectre vehicles when those come out, whenever those come out. Now, talking about equipment units, one thing in my opinion is kind of must have. It is either IRM, rotation mechanism, or TES bounty stabilizer, because the gun handling is actually quite atrocious many times. Accuracy, sniping, aiming time, you do not want to be in a fight from medium to long range. You really do not want to be in those type of fights and try to get more close quarters fights. But just to devalue the awfulness of the gun handling a bit, I am actually rocking with double gun handling boosting things. You can see this boosts the gun handling, this boosts the gun handling dispersion during movement and traverse, as well as turret rotation and ventilation on top of that. The auto reloading guns cannot carry rammers, so it actually makes it a bit easier. I am not using coated optics, I am using food instead, which gives me quite a nice opportunity to use all 3 gun handling boosting equipment units, because if I would not use food, my view range would be 19 meters less. So this is why I am not using any coated optics, I'm using ventilation instead, which boosts my mobility and all the other things as well. Also rocking with a directive, mainly for one reason, because I have 342 of them in my depot. I am not using them anywhere else, so why not? Let's finally use it in Bisonte C45. So using all those things, my dispersion during movement is 45% better. Hopefully it shows in the game as well. But there are many other things you can use. You can use coated optics if you want to get your view range to the max. You can easily use this thing, improved hardening, in the survivability slot as well, because 1400 hit points is actually on the lower side of hit points compared to many other tier 8 premium heavy tanks. So this is my quick setup, 2000 DPM, 0.37 accuracy, 2.35 second aiming time, minus 10 degrees of calibration is especially awesome. Reload times are over here. I mentioned reload times before as well. 12.36 power to weight ratio, 50 top speed, 15 moving backwards, but you are not able to achieve it like too often. I do not have 445 meter view range, but many times I would say I do not need it. I want to get that extra gun handling. I can get it easily over 445 meters if using coated optics, or if using ventilation and a maximum view range skill, recon skill. Then I can do that. I can do that even without using coated optics as well, when the skill is at 100% and using ventilation. But I decided to go with this setup right now, and let's see how it behaves. Let's go. And we are in a tier 10 battle, again with 2 artilleries, and actually it's quite nice. You know, you see this vehicle in the worst possible matchmaking, and this is the biggest flaw, the biggest con of this vehicle as well. It's tier, it's matchmaking. Tier 8 matchmaking, you know, is not the best, has never been the best. It is better than it used to be like many months ago, 1 year ago, but still matchmaking. Today, I am not going to lie to you, like I have played 15 battles with it, just you know, to get the feeling of this vehicle, to give you a good overview what this tank is all about, how it is going to play, and so on. And most of my battles, honestly, have been in a tier 10 battle. Now that guy simply gave me like a little damage donation. He was very curious what this tank is all about. Can I penetrate that? Let's see. No, you were not able to penetrate me so easily, because hull down, this tank is actually very, very decent. So I got 1065 damage out of it, and this time I didn't even bother thinking, should I wait for my reload, should I do anything? No, if you have an opportunity to clip someone in a position like that, just do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. Yes, you can. Like Shia LaBeouf. However, I have to say that name. He's making you do things, right? 432 right over there. 432 needs to run away. If 432 runs away, that is so much better for us. That is so much better for me. Okay, let's back up. Just like that. IS-22. IS-22. Took the shot as well. Can you please take the shot and run away? Okay. Seems like you're going to make it rough for me. And boom. 1, 2. And I'm not going to wait, because we have so many allied tanks over here who are going to take the shot anyway, who are going to get the kill anyway, so there is absolutely no reason to stall any longer. Do I want to go back? Do I want to flank them? Do I want to go from the middle? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I'm actually going back. Let's go towards our base once again, our capture zone once again, and let's see what happens over there. 73, luckily we're winning this. It is a tier 10 battle, as I said. Many times it doesn't, like tier 10 battle, when you're playing with the tier 8 vehicle, it doesn't tell you too much about the tank. Like, I'm honest over here, if you do not do super good in some tier 10 battles, like, don't hit yourself too hard, because your job is not to carry the battle. Your job as a tier 8 in a tier 10 battle is not to win the battle for your team all the time, you know. Yes, you can help out, yes, you can do many helpful things, but in a nutshell, your job is to support your higher tier vehicles and to survive, to deal some damage. Well, sadly, we completely dominated this side of the map. I don't even know if I'm able to deal any more damage, hopefully into Löwe. And if we are going to be fighting with Löwe, maybe just because we have that reloading gun system, let's use it. Tiger getting 666 damage. There is Löwe who just took the shot as well. Okay, hello, this is me. Do you even see me? Lower plate. This is what I'm saying about Terpy troll gun handling. Like, it was... Oh! I did hit the bloody ground. I did hit the bloody ground. I'm already in the green, in the window. I'm going to wait for the full reload, actually. And now let's take the shot into the lower plate. Wow, this gun can be so derpy many times, like, honestly. This gun. We have time. Conqueror is coming from the rear. I'm actually going to wait. Okay, now let's just move. Okay, sorry, very sorry. I didn't want to do that. Honestly, didn't want to do that. And boom, just like that. So now we maximize the situation damage, I would say so. When you are completely empty, your reload time is actually quite painfully slow. Honestly, quite painfully slow. 15-4 victory. Well, 3.4 thousand damage in a tier 10 battle. We did some bouncing as well. I think it is quite a decent battle. And you saw the derpiness of this gun as well. Even after pushing the gun handling by rotation mechanism, by stabilizer directive, ventilation, and it still sucks. It still sucks. I don't know what to say. Apply. Top damage in a tier 10 battle. We made 100k credits together with reserve stock. Ladies and gentlemen, a Bisonte. I don't know why I say Bisonte, it is Bisonte. Bisonte. Arrivederci, Bisonte, C45. Bisonte, Bisonte, I think. You can let me know in the comments down below. This is our upcoming tier 8 vehicle, most likely available from the loot boxes, if they are going to put that into loot boxes. If they are going to make it available only in the loot boxes, it is 30. I do not support it, not one bit, locking new content behind a paywall. Because, you know, locking new content behind loot boxes is just... it leaves... what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? Very, very simple word. It leaves a shit taste in my mouth, honestly. Because there is a chance you can open 200 boxes without this vehicle. 500 boxes. Theoretically, there is a chance you open 500 boxes without this tank. So, yeah. Wargaming, please. Stop it. Make it available in the advent calendar. Hopefully, like I'm literally hoping, our leaked list, which so far has been 100% correct, is wrong, and there is one special tank, and this is the special tank in the offers. We'll see. Anyway, this is my look on this tank. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section down below. And I get you next time with something else. Stay awesome, stay sexalicious, stay care, yes. Stay subscribed and bye.